Hey my dolls, so today we're going to be trying something crazy on the channel. I'm actually going to be doing my brows with soap. Yes, with soap. This is an Instagram and YouTube hack that I have seen all over the place lately, and I think the one that started it was Pixie Woo, I think it's her name. She has a YouTube channel, and basically what this does is, or promises to do, is to act like as a wax for your brows and keep your brows in place, make them look thicker, fuller, and you know, just easier to do. So yes, I'm gonna be trying this craziness in front of the camera with you guys. So if you want to see my thoughts on it, then just keep on watching. All right, so let's jump into it. So the first thing that you're going to need is a soap with a clear consistency. This is the only one that I was able to find in my house. Kind of like clear, it's not that white type base soap, so we're gonna need that. You're going to need a little spoolie. I'm just gonna be using the one that comes with my little eyebrow brush, and then you're going to need a little bit of water in some type of container. So I'm being ghetto, I'm using the cap of a hairspray, and I have a little bit of water in here. So that's all you need. And then, well, actually I'm lying. After that, you're going to need your regular eyebrow product. I'm going to be using my Dip Brow by Anastasia. Supposedly you can use this technique with any type of brow product. So let's go ahead and try that out. And yeah, let's see how this works and how it turns out today. So what we need to do is just swirl your brush in the water a few times to get it a little wet. So now we're just gonna go with the spoolie into the soap, and we're gonna go around it a few times just until we get kind of like a paste consistency. Alright, so it should look something like that, I think. And now we're gonna be applying it directly to the brow. So let's see. All right, so we're gonna be just running this through our brows, combing upwards very carefully, so I hear. And then I'm gonna brush them to the side because mine are a little too long. So there you go. Then we are supposed to go over them with the fingers. Maybe I'm supposed to cut my brows before doing this because they are quite long. All right, so once we have it all over the brows, we're going to just go over that with our fingers just to make sure that it gets stuck to our skin. This is supposed to act as a... Damn, I think I do need to cut my brows. I'll be right back. Alright, so my brow hairs were a little bit too long, so I am going to be cutting them a little bit just so that it stays nice and flat in one place, because this is supposed to give you extra texture like on the brows, and it's supposed to make them look a little bit more full. So you're supposed to line them flat going upwards, and if I keep mine like that, it definitely goes up a little bit too high. So, and then go over with my fingers. So I already did both brows. I'm gonna let that one settle for a little bit. It takes about a minute for it to completely dry. So I'm gonna start off with this brow. Taking my Dip Brow from Anastasia, I'm going to just begin filling them out. And let's see. The technique says, basically it promises that you don't have to use as much brow product because they're supposed to be fuller now. So I'm just going to line them like I normally do and try to fill in any gaps that I see along the way. Alright, so I just completed the brow. It looks pretty good. I did use a little less product than I usually do. But yeah, let me just finish the other brow and let me think about it for a little bit, for a second. And then I'll let you know what I think, the pros and the cons. And yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back. I did the other brow and I'm ready to tell you how I feel. So do you guys want me to be honest and real? I want to be honest and real. So I do not like this brow hack. I thumbs down this hack. I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth my time. I don't see the whole difference that it makes on my brows. I know that they said that the whole purpose of it is to make them look thicker and fuller and to keep them in place all day. And honestly, yes, they might stay in place all day, but it just made it a lot more difficult for me to shape the brows, my brows, the way that I like to shape them. Like when I was at, it was so difficult because they're so hard. So it was really difficult for me to keep that little line right here straight. So I'm not quite happy. As you guys can see, I mean, it looks normal. It's not like it did a horrible job. It just made it just slightly more difficult for me to fill in my brows. Yes, I had to use a little bit less product because they did look a little bit more, how can I explain it, like the hairs were one on top of the other, so it kind of filled in some of my sparse area a little bit more, but then other areas that I wanted to give it a little bit more definition and more shape, it was just a lot more difficult for me. I honestly think it's because the brows are so hard that it's difficult to work with your little brush and get the product in there. So that's why I give this a thumbs down. It's not my favorite thing. I don't think I will try it again. If anything, I can just go back to using my regular brow gel and lock them in place after I add my color to them, or even a little bit of spray, like hairspray, and just set them in place. That's also a beautiful trick, and we don't have to go crazy using soap. So those are my thoughts on it. Please let me know what you think. If you like this hack, if you tried it in the past, or if you're going to try it and you like it, please let me know if I did something wrong. Like, I'm totally okay with getting feedback. So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let me know if you like these type of videos, like Instagram and YouTube hacks, and so that I can try them in front of the camera with you guys. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time. Besos, bye.